Hockey, a game of speed, skill, power, and emotion. It is a game known for its toughness, but many fans feel that the new rules are causing the NHL to become a softer league. But many people do not realize the severity of concussions or what a concussion actually is. So by first knowing what the injury is, we as fans can begin to understand the direction the league is headed.
A concussion is a contusion to the brain. A concussion is most likely caused, as we know mostly by our media, is mostly caused by sports-related injuries, such as a football head injury or a hockey injury, but can also be caused when an individual is involved in a motor vehicle accident or has any direct hit to the head.
That injury hits your helmet, that radiates to the skull, which sits very close to the brain. So often what you have a concussion is a contusion to the brain, which is a bruise.
So, concussions are caused by the brain hitting the inside of our skulls. That means concussions can even occur on a hit to the torso if it has enough force to move the head as well. So unfortunately, equipment cannot prevent concussions.
In any contact sport, such as football or hockey, there are helmets that are put into place to prevent head injury. Since the early days of these sports, helmets and headwear have become more advanced to provide the proper fit and proper protection that a player will need in order to avoid a concussion. Unfortunately, because of the nature of these sports and the unpredictability of plays in a game, you can't prevent a concussion from occurring.
Helmets are designed to prevent external injuries to the head, like cuts and fractures. However, by implementing new rules to the game, like the NHL did before this season, making all new players wear visors, can help prevent concussions like the one that ended Chris Pronger's career.
If you look at the 1970s, the sports were played, they had different types of headwear, which properly didn't cover their heads, and players were being struck, were injured and suffering, sustaining concussions. The players were taken out of the game, and they may have been out maybe a couple games, but they weren't properly treated. And now you have players who played in the 1970s, the early 1980s, who are now coming back, and they're actually pursuing lawsuits against the NHL and NFL because of the long-term sequelae or side effects that they've had from concussions sustained when they were players. This not only starts at the NHL level and the NFL level, so the professional level. Now I think they've come a long way in recognizing the signs and symptoms of a concussion, and that they've now have programs in place that players have to be evaluated when they sustain a head injury. They have to pass certain tests, which are both mental tests and physical examinations, and they have to pass the certain guidelines in order to participate back into the games.
However, despite rule and policy changes, concussions continue to rise. This leaves many fans, players, and owners wondering what more can be done to prevent these serious head injuries.
Concussions are going to be hard to prevent. I think treatment is key, is recognizing the symptoms early, getting the player treated in the proper manner, and making sure that they don't return to the game too fast in order to prevent re-injury or long-term effects.
Education and awareness are key. Hockey is a physical game, and concussions will always exist. When the hockey community becomes more aware of the severity of these injuries and are treated properly, we will no longer see the early ends of careers like Chris Pronger, Pat LaFontaine, and Eric Lindros. Once this happens, hockey will become a more beautiful version of an already beautiful game.